everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Sammy Jo, leader of the Hidden Village of the Den. My football season has ended, I'm just trying to make light of it. Anyway, we are not ending January on a sad note. My football season is over. I literally don't care what I'm doing Super Bowl Sunday. I just don't care. Apart from that, welcome to my February plan with me, where we take a look at January and all that was good, and get ourselves excited for February. Still don't know what to do with my hands. We are working on this one video at a time. I love a good plan with me video. I've said that before. For me, I love watching them. I like seeing everybody's like goal setting and financial plans and all that, because that stuff really fascinates me. But I feel like for me, my videos don't need to be all that long. I'm not gonna give you guys like a peek into my finances. I've had a couple of big goals for a while, and they are pretty much staying the same until those goals get accomplished, and then I can set some new ones. My plan with me videos are going to be pretty short and sweet until the time being. So first off, January, I took time in January to plant a lot of seeds. I did a lot of setting up freelancing profiles. I did a bit of an overhaul of my website, which is still a work in progress. I didn't have a ton of games, which gave me a lot of time to study for digital marketing. I did pass my digital marketing certification course, so I'm excited about that. I applied for a bunch of jobs so that, you know, like, if freelancing doesn't work out, I've got this to fall back on. But in turn, if none of those jobs work out, I'm gonna full on freelance. I just planted a bunch of seeds, and I'm gonna see what blooms. But looking at my goals for January, the little monthly section here, I did look at a Jeep, and I am strongly considering it. It's a big financial purchase, so there's two that I'm considering. One is much higher priced, but it's a little bit more updated. It's gonna have conveniences and luxuries that I kind of value at this point in my life. And the other is perfectly in budget and basically very good. It's really small and it doesn't have like, it still has like manual windows, and it still has manual locks. And one of the things I'm not crazy about my van right now is the key fob. The key fob doesn't work. They don't make the batteries work anymore, so I have to manually unlock my car all the time, and it's just little things to think about. But the search continues, but the search has been very narrowed down, and I'm pretty excited about that. My other personal goals, I did fantastic with my daily devotional and weekly journaling. I think I may have missed like 2 days out of the month. For my health goals, keto meals with David, I did do a bit of those. I don't do full-on keto, I do low carb, so I do have more carb than David does. But when we're eating at home, there's very little carb in the house, so I'm fine with that. 2 to 3 workouts per week. I went above and beyond. I did some type of exercise every day. Not every day is gonna be like a big full half-hour to hour-long workout. You know, I did like 15-minute ab exercises. Actually this morning, I didn't have a ton of time for a full leg day, so I just took the weights, did like 2 sets of reps on RDLs, squats, good mornings, hip thrusts. That was it. You know, it's better than nothing. I'm happy about that. So doing something every day is more beneficial for me. 2 to 3 sweet treats a week. I did and didn't do this. I used to be able to find an excuse to like have like a piece of candy every day, you know, like that's not the end of the world. I'm not saying don't have a piece of candy every day. If that's you, sure. But I do have a bit of a sugar problem. I did pretty good about that, I think. In lieu of like getting a Halo Top pint, I've been having Greek yogurt at night. Gives me a little bit of extra protein and gives me that sweet treat kind of feeling. And then I think I still stuck with like the 2 to 3, because like we just had a birthday party for my family, a big collection of birthdays, you know. Everybody in my life was born in January, it seems. So we had a big party, and I had like a slice of cake and ice cream. Back at the beginning of the month was another party, so I had pie, you know. Like, I'm not depriving myself or anything, but I don't need to do that every single day. The only thing that failed, like super failed this month, was no scrolling at night. Like, I have a horrible habit of scrolling on my phone at night. Like, I'm sure the rest of America does. I'm sure the rest of the world does. But it's a problem. Like, it even got to the point where, like, David knew this was a goal of mine, and there were a couple of nights he'd be like, why are you scrolling? Stop scrolling. You know, he was right to call me out. I set a goal, and he's helping me achieve it. Just not in January. It didn't work very well in January. And then for my work goals, I had 3 to 4 games, digital marketing certification and 1 editing gig or photos if possible. And I only was able to complete the digital marketing certification. So I'm excited about that, and I'm gonna be niching down in that because digital marketing is very broad, and I think being certified in that is helpful. But what I wanna do, like I keep saying, I wanna be a video editor. So I think something like content marketing or social media marketing and management, that would be better. So I'm now pursuing a content marketing certification through HubSpot. I only had 2 games, and then I was not able to find any editing gigs, but I did make 3 YouTube videos this month. So I'm super cool with that. Any little bit takes me further in the direction that I'm trying to go in. So it's all good. Moving on to February. So I do have some personal goals. I've got goals on goals in February, but a lot of them are kind of like the same full thing. One important one is working on being decisive, and I had a couple of breakthroughs this last month where I just realized have been something that I've known all along, but it's hard to articulate. That's something for me. It's like I feel a lot, but I can't exactly like explain what goes on in here. So what I've realized through therapy and just talking with people has just been that I'm really afraid of making the wrong decisions. I tend to be kind of passive, like whenever, just even small things. David asks what we want for dinner that night, and I go like, it's really up to you. Even though I have dietary restrictions, even though I have my own preferences, like David has his own preferences, and I would rather everybody else I would rather the majority be cool with the decision. And I am go with the flow, which is great, but at the same time, I waffle back and forth between all of my choices. Like I don't know what I want for, I don't know if I've ever brought this up on YouTube, but I have been fascinated and terrified by the butterfly effect. Ever since I was little, that's a storyline that I would see sometimes in movies and TV of the butterfly effect, where the simple flap of a butterfly's wing could drastically alter the future. And that freaked me out. It suddenly made every decision so significant. So I just want to work on being a more decisive person and not feeling the weight so much. And another goal that I have is to implement time blocking, because I do a lot of different jobs, because I want to prioritize certain things in my life, like working out, my devotional, my faith, just time to relax and browse through freelancing jobs. You know, like I have a lot on my brain. So something that I again took from therapy and also this Facebook group that I'm in. This girl in this health and fitness Facebook group that I'm on mentioned time blocking to me, like something that I could implement to keep my routines as steady as possible when my life goes a little bit off routine. Like for example, in the second week of February, I have an odd job going on midweek that will set my schedule off a little bit, and I set up a different little time block schedule to accommodate all that and make sure I get my fitness and my devotional in. So it's something that I'm kind of excited about, and I tried it yesterday. Today I am not super duper focused, and I'm not sure why. I slept fine last night and stuff, but I tried it yesterday. Yesterday went really well. So I'm excited for the potential that this has. My other personal goals for this month are to stay strict on my budget and to once again try not scrolling at night. I know that was a health and fitness goal last month, but I think it's gonna benefit my mental health too if I try it. My health goals are relatively the same. I switched from 2 to 3 workouts to just work out every day, but I do want to make sure 3 to 4 of those are good solid workouts, like a good upper, lower, full body split with yoga and cardio. I also want to make sure I stay hydrated. I notice that when I start to like slump, it's because my water bottle is empty and I haven't gotten up to refill it. And then I also want to add more veggies to bulk up my meals. I have tried buying salad stuff. For some reason, I don't know if anyone else is like this. I like to order salads when I go out to eat. I do. Making them at home is disgusting, and I don't know why. You need to eat like that whole bag of salad. Otherwise, the second it starts to like wilt and like go brown, I can't do it. So cooking veggies like zucchini and squash and carrots and stuff, that has been great. David and I love making like zoodle dishes. As far as my work goals, I mentioned I'd been applying for jobs, so while that is all up in the air, I have to make control of my own financial destiny. So I am updating my website. I got photos done 2 weeks ago for my website by a friend of mine, Darian. He's an excellent photographer. So happy with how they turned out. So I'm gonna update my website. And in regards to my website, I'm going to research what kind of services I specifically want to offer and then set my pricing. I want to complete my content marketing certification and then get one editing gig. Hopefully that happens. And I normally set a goal for like how many games I want to work, but I have 6 total games in February and I'm very excited. It feels like I'm finally kind of like getting back in the swing of things. I have 5 college basketball games and soccer starts at the end of the month, so I'm very excited about that. I have one odd job, like I think I mentioned back in October that I'd started doing like show concert load in and load outs, like a utility for that. I am doing that again next week. My friend Jess is in charge of that stuff. She is a fantastic leader and she's just one of my best friends. I love her so much. And then last month in January, I didn't write in this little blank space. I used to write like quotes and stuff in that, so I wanted to do that again. So I do have one Bible verse that I'm going to keep with me. It sounds very much like, you know, work hard. It's very me. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produces a harvest of righteousness and peace for those who have been trained by it. Hebrews 12:11. And then I also have another quote, the brave may not live forever, but the cautious do not live at all. I wish I knew who said that quote, but I definitely heard it on the Princess Diaries when I was a kid. So on here, I just got a checklist of things that I'd like to do, like my content marketing, just actually having a baby shower this month, so I need to get something for that, update my website. Oh, we don't have work on President's Day. Super Bowl Sunday. Again, I literally don't care what we do on Super Bowl Sunday anymore. I'm so upset. Yeah, that was pretty short and sweet, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. So I will tighten this up and make March's plan with me a whole lot better. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got your planning done along with me as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great February, and I don't know, do you have a Valentine? Tell me if you have a Valentine, or what your Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day plans are. God, I think some girls in my family are gonna do a Galentine's Day. I'm so excited. Now, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.